Once upon a time, there was a mother duck who laid a clutch of 4 beautiful little eggs. One day, she looked into her nest in amazement, for there were her 4 small eggs, but lying next to them was another egg that was much, much bigger than the others.
That's odd,
She thought, and went back to sitting on the nest, patiently waiting for her eggs to hatch. She pressed her body close to the eggs, occasionally nudging them with her beak to make sure each one was kept warm and safe. She knew her little ducklings would be out soon and was excited, thinking,
my little babies will be here soon.
Finally, one early morning, just as the sun was rising, the first egg cracked, then the second, and then the third. Every little duckling that came out was fluffy and yellow, looking extremely cute. However, one large egg hadn't cracked yet.
Oh well, I'd better sit on my nest again and wait,
thought Mother Duck. Days went by and Mother Duck stayed by the large egg, never giving up on it. Mother Duck gently spoke to the large egg.
Come on, little one, we're all waiting for you.
Finally, one morning, with a soft crack, a tiny line appeared on the shell. With a pop, the big egg cracked. But when Mother Duck and the other ducklings saw the duckling that emerged, they were surprised. This duckling had gray feathers, was bigger than the others, and had an unusually long neck.
Welcome, little one. You look a little different from the others,
Mother Duck said gently.
But don't worry, you're still my child. I'm sure you've got a heart of gold.
However, the other ducklings weren't as kind to the special-looking duckling. The little yellow ducklings started chattering.
You're so ugly. You don't look like us at all.
Such an ugly duckling.
Yeah. You're all gray, and your feathers aren't smooth like ours. You don't belong here,
said another little duckling. The ugly duckling lowered his head sadly, murmuring,
Am I really that ugly? Why doesn't anyone like me?
Mother Duck overheard him and comforted him, saying,
Don't be sad. Everyone is unique. It doesn't matter if your feathers are yellow or grey. We are all family. Come on, kids, let's go to the pond for a swim and cheer up.
The ugly duckling tried to keep up with everyone, but wherever he went, his brothers and sisters didn't want to play with him. They all quacked.
Go away!
Go
Go
away!
away!
Go away!
Go away!
One evening, the ugly duckling sat alone by the lake. All he wanted was to fit in and be like everyone else. But no matter what he did, he always seemed different. He felt extremely sad and thought,
Maybe if I leave, everyone will be happier.
So the ugly duckling quietly left home and began his journey to find a place where no one would laugh at him. The ugly duckling looked for someone to play with. He walked far, eventually reaching a new pond, where he met a group of wild ducks.
Can I play with you?
The ugly duckling asked softly. A wild duck looked at him sideways and replied dismissively,
You're too ugly. Just go away and don't bother us.
Then he tried the farmyard.
Will you play with me?
He asked.
No, no. You are too ugly.
Please go away,
said the horse.
No, you look so odd. You are big and grey. You are an ugly duckling,
said the pigs, and they laughed at him. The ugly duckling felt a pang of sadness and silently walked away. He kept walking and eventually met the goose. The goose asked curiously,
Who are you? Why are you here alone?
The ugly duckling timidly replied,
I'm Mother Duck's child, but everyone says I'm too ugly, and they don't like me.
The goose shook his head and said,
You don't look like a duck. Maybe you should go find others like you. The world is big, and there's a place for everyone in it.
The ugly duckling, feeling hopeless, thought,
Maybe no one will ever like me.
Autumn arrived, and the leaves fell as the weather turned cold. The ugly duckling had no home and was shivering in the cold. One day he spotted a small cottage, and the owner, a kind farmer, found him shivering at the door.
Oh dear, this little duckling looks so pitiful,
The farmer said as he picked him up and brought him inside. The farmer placed the ugly duckling by the warm fireplace and gave him food and water. The ugly duckling felt a comforting warmth and thought,
I'll survive this winter.
The winter was long and cold, but the ugly duckling stayed safe in the farmer's home. Slowly, he regained his strength. Finally, spring arrived, the snow melted, and the ugly duckling felt stronger than ever.
Thank you, Mr. Farmer. Now I can take care of myself.
The ugly duckling said gratefully to the farmer.
Go on, little duckling, the world is big, and I'm sure you'll find a place where you belong.
The ugly duckling bid farewell to the farmer and found a beautiful lake. The spring flowers bloomed around it, and the trees turned green and full of life. Time passed, and the ugly duckling grew up. His wings were wider, his neck was longer, his feathers had turned white. He had changed, but he did not know it. The ugly duckling thought the place was beautiful, so he decided to rest by the lake. At that moment, he saw several elegant white birds gliding gracefully across the water. They had long necks and white feathers and moved so gracefully that they seemed almost magical. The ugly duckling thought,
Wow, they're so beautiful. If only I could look like them.
One of the white birds swam over and asked kindly,
Hello, little one. Who are you?
The ugly duckling shyly lowered his head and replied,
I'm the ugly duckling. No one likes me because I'm so ugly.
Who says you're ugly? Look at your reflection in the water.
The ugly duckling looked down at the water and was stunned. The reflection he saw was no longer a gray, awkward duckling. Instead, he saw smooth, white feathers, a long, graceful neck, and a body that looked just like those beautiful birds.
I've turned into a swan?
The white bird nodded with a smile.
Yes, you've always been a swan. You just didn't realize it. Welcome to our family.
The ugly duckling was so moved that he started to cry. He had finally found a place he belonged, and friends who truly accepted him. He would never feel lonely again. The story of the ugly duckling teaches several important life lessons. Embrace individuality. Everyone is unique and beautiful in their own way, even if they don't look like others around them. Don't judge by appearances. Others may judge based on appearances, but looks don't define a person's true worth. Growth takes time. Sometimes we need time to grow into our full potential. Patience can reveal our true strengths and talents. True belonging is with those who accept you. We all deserve to be around people who accept and appreciate us for who we are. Self-acceptance. The ugly duckling's journey to self-discovery shows the importance of understanding and accepting oneself. Kindness to others. People and animals alike deserve kindness and understanding, even if they seem different or misunderstood. Thank you all for watching and joining me today. Remember, you're amazing just the way you are, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye-bye.